Again, hello fourth graders and welcome to session 12 of our writing time. Today our focus is going to be on both beginnings and endings of our essays. Yesterday you did so much work on your flash drafts. We had you write a flash draft literary essay. Moving forward, we are going to use our opinion writing checklist to take your draft to the next level. In today's writing, feel free to use the same writing essay that you did yesterday, the literary essay, the flash draft that you did yesterday. Go ahead and use that one for today's beginnings and endings work. Today what I want to teach you is this. Before the thesis statement, literary essayists usually put their particular essay and/or the particular text they are writing about into some kind of context. They write a generalization about literature, or stories, or life, one that acts as the broad end of a funnel, channeling readers so they are ready for the specific point the essayist sets forth in the thesis statement. We call this the introduction. To determine a general theme, let's take a look at a thesis idea by a student for her essay on the short story 11. Now, many people read Sandra Cisneros' essay 11 and think it's about a girl who has to wear a sweater she doesn't want to wear. But I think the story is about a girl who struggles to hold on to herself when she is challenged by people who have power over her. If you remember that story, the teacher really had a lot of power in that story. Notice how she wrote about a big idea that she got from the text, not just something that can relate to Rachel only. Now, as far as some possible leads, after coming up with a general idea, your thesis idea, it's important to brainstorm possible leads that will help to pop out that theme for your reader. Here are a few that could help her pop out the idea that people in life, really all of us, struggle with. Whenever I watch a movie, I know there will come a part when the music changes, and I need to worry about the character. That part is sure to come in movies. As in all stories, characters struggle. Here's another one. My life is full of problems. Everywhere I turn, it seems that there are problems. When I read stories, I realize that I'm not alone. Characters in books struggle with problems too. Or how about this one? In school, I learn for lessons that teachers teach, but when I read stories, I learn from problems that characters encounter. When I see how people in books face their problems, I become better at facing my own problems. There's 3 examples right there, talking about people in life like you and me and how we sometimes struggle, and those are great leads or introductions. So what I want you to do today is take a look at yesterday's flash draft essay, and hopefully if it's fairly long, fairly lengthy, you have at least a couple of themes that your essay addresses. And what I'd like you to do today to help revise your introductory paragraph is to list in your journal maybe 2 or 3, let's say, 2 or 3 themes that your essay addresses. Then brainstorm possible leads that pop out from one of those themes, choose one, and write your introductory paragraph. If I back up to this slide, there are 3 different examples, and they don't have to be long. It's just maybe 2, maybe 3 sentences to help you with an introduction or lead. Okay, so you're going to be doing that for today's work. After that, you will take a look at the conclusion. So I'm going to jump ahead here to that so that when you're ready to write, you can work on both the lead and the conclusion. The next thing I want to remind you of is that your essays need endings. You'll probably want to try a few different possible conclusions. Now, conclusions are very similar to the introductions that you will write today. Essayists conclude their essays by reconnecting their thesis to that broader idea and leaving the readers with something to think about. Let's take a look at our conclusions chart before we move on to revising conclusions. So make sure we take a look at the conclusions chart that we will provide for you here in this particular session. So as I send you off to work today, fourth graders, you're going to be working on both the introduction or lead and the conclusion. You have lots and lots of opportunities here today to build on your flash draft essay from yesterday. I'd like you to get started right away and make sure that you show the teacher your finished product of the lead paragraph and the concluding paragraph. Okay, good luck and please begin.